Hello students, we're learning job application. Job application is a long composition and it carries 10 marks and the word limit is usually 150 to 200 words. So what is job application? A letter or form containing details of your qualifications, skills, experience, etc. that you send to an organization when you are applying for a job with them. Job application chu letter ani lekhathon ania chu lekhathona chuan ida tora chu I qualification te ini na izirto na ithiam na skills te experience iton sha to te kha iziak donani chung chu organization iwa deal na tora khan pol ang poni theya hi sarkar na deal te poni theya tu ne na po deal don la kha kha iziak tel don tinani chu matik zirlai ini a heng na deal ne iziak thiam to tur ni a tin ziak thiam lo tan po izia sak to donani hei hi ngun takin ngai thala na deal na khoya po na ilo deal theya midang tan po deal sak thei turin in ro man don nia sample lo enila sample 1 you are lomkima of Motilal Nagar Delhi lomkima inia hi address hi alo omani write an application to the principal St Andrew High Secondary School Delhi it na deal na tura chu principal ne na St Andrew High Secondary School Delhi deal don I na I address si alo sa zona hian achang chon zona hian address te lo lo thina ka phwa chopanga ya hetai hi chon I minga oma address inei dona inei sa a tin idil na tur address po sa a chu ngun takin en la idil na tur hi address alo lo chon I phwa chop dona ni ta chon advertisement I mu a science teacher na idil dona khami sikula khan in that school advertisement hi khoi mun ange ti lo I phwa chop dona ta han khoi tagin in advertisement khan na dil na kha I mutik izi angai dona idil na a chuan lo enila hetiang hian I address ka achung bera idang 34 Motilal Nagar Delhi chumizo space ida a date ida le a space ida le a the principal St Andrew High Secondary School Delhi space le anga subject hi SUBJECT full letter khan a full form kana da the ma se hetiang po hian ol sama a 5 fela ina deal tur kha iziaka application for the post of science teacher this one space le a noi le a po dear sir ida a comma space ida le heng space le a position dan zong hi ma ka pu veka I akhoi emo ber ilo mai emo ilo zia dik lo khan mark chan ve khai los zel dona ti chuan mark som alo pu a mark nga lek dik ziak dik vek mala mark nga lek ti lo mu thei don ani tin athua khai lo ziak chian lo pon hei mi a format hi zia dik ero chuan mark kha I mu tho don ti na ni chu ti chuan hi a om na mu ni shevek la chuan dear sariti in ziak tan ta a khoi tangin nge kha na kha ishiat ti kha I tarlan ma sak beranga ya with reference to the advertisement in Deccan Herald sanjin buming engtiknia chuak nge ti kha I mention ngala dated ida hi Deccan Herald ti amain zona khan omlova I phwa chop dona ni chanjin buming kha a date nen for the post of science teacher I am a qualified science teacher and wish to apply for the job science teacher tan ka qualified I am graduated and have good command over 3 languages trong chi thum ka thiami tia mani kha in fak de ulek kha ngai ni ta hian in fak ngal de uboka ti chuan next paragraph lo enila I am currently teaching in Bloom Floria School for 5 years hemi sikula hian kumnga ka thok me ka I wish to join a school for better career prospect in sikula hian ka future atan masona ni don wangin karon thok tu ani ti kha tlang takin isoya chuan paragraph isiam le dona ti hian next line a siri a inchen thap zel tor I am enclosing my detailed biodata for your reference I look forward to hearing from you ka biodata te karon da ate biodata hi resume ti ani boka particulars te po kantia tin curriculum vitae ti ani boka pingsang shakan ya foreign language ania chu egi mober kha imang thaya workbook kha in ula essential English workbook page number 44 akan sample omboka heta sample hi a sei de uleka a detail ma a chu aya tlema shia thiam ol sam turle toy fil si dik tho si khan karon buatsaih he hi lo en ula workbook nen khan lo en kop ula yours faithfully it is on hian hi space ida a iming hi saina chon capital letter in mingi da liang bracket chunga chon space ida liang din enclosure ania hi ENCL ti hi short form in kada a dot biodata it hil tel turaka I biodata kha I ming te I pa ming I date of birth ti vel kha resume poni kha hengi tahan biodata tin kada a testimonial to is certificate vel chon hemi hnuai hian zia ngal mei tur ania ta hian a leng lawa hala hian kan da a biodata resume ti kha ida a chu enge chung chu hey name, father's name, date of birth, address, contact number, educational qualification is ithiam na kha MSc B.Ed experience ilo ton shat to teaching in Bloom Florist School for 5 years kum ngai lo thok to experience in nei teaching akan language kha engtong nge ithiam Hindi and Marathi hemi language ithiam English ithiam boka chu ini na zong kha ithiam thil zong kha iron the khomani chu heti hian achunga mi atira mi nen kha enzom thaveka page shan angai chuang lawa adang da iwa keu ngai lawa anoi khan itlar thavek meidon ani paragraph shan ti lawa kha chuan tin izia reng kha a line a hian ngil takin line bula khan veilama khan atlar thlap turani sample dang lo en leila. You are Frankie Silo. You have come across an advertisement for the post of sales executive for New World publication. Frankie Silo ini iming ada I address aum lo ni tahan I phuat sob don ni kha address aum lo chuan advertisement kha iron tong fu le a engatan nge for the post of sales executive lekha buzor lamani for New World publication tu te nge lekha busiam tu te chu New World publication an ni a hemi te lekha busiama hian azwar tu na kha iron be sei donani in chu daily newspaper an chua enge an newspaper mingkha Zobom Times he chu a oma I phwa chu pangai lo zo na khan lo sa write an application to the manager New World publication zarkot for the said post tahian manager hena deal roti ania New World publication tin address a omboka then khata chuanin tu hnen ange deal tor kha asya theimel o manager po antilo director te po engma omlowa takhan a om angkha I mang thin dona chu ta hi chuana sa vaintian iring hal me donani arin thei hi ringang a omlo chowin ida chopang enge omlo kan ti kha kha enla ta hi chuanin anna deal tor a address kha omnang ma address a omlowa manager a oma zarkot address a oma chuan ti hian sample chu idang house number ida le a Harmon Road Leighton Aizawl space ida a date ida a space ida le manager New World publication khatla Aizawl tian apoi mo kan ti to kha space a om na hi a format a hi ma ka putheu subject application for the post of sales executive space ida a respected sir tahian dear sir te poti theya kha khachu itu zok space dalia in response to advertisement appeared in Zobom Times advertisement kalo mu a tikha in jiang masale phota a date nen ti chon I wish to apply for the said post in na hi deal ka du ani for the said post ati so heta han subject han application for the post of sales executive tika ada vecto thowa chu wangin said post iti to a isoinon kherangai to lo tana chiang to meya chon paragraph da hian hey next line a tur te watol phei lo tur next line a ka ji ang cha format hi en ula as regards my educational qualification experience and other particulars I attach here with the copies of them and a extract of my resume ka educational qualification le ka experience de le ka particulars ka ni na engkim chu karon thil tela a copy karon da e ka resume zong ti kha ron soya next paragraph a chuan I take the job with great responsibility enjoy the challenge of new situation and expect to make a positive contribution in the position you have advertised in advertise a hian na ti hi theipatop chhuathin ka ni amo phurna kala a chona na satak kasiam china kana thoa te han thei patop ka chwa china chu wangin tun na po hia claim khan I hanin fakle loka fakna sarutuk lovin amoi tokin chumizo thanking you yours faithfully iming kha capital letter in izia ka I sign le anga I enclose it hiltel hawa kha testimonial resume mark sheet and certificate king ki da thei boka athena khan pani chau pok anda poi chuang lova peisida resume hena zom le topang resume ida le a hnuaia hian ain zom thaput mai don tina ni chu ashan pa thil tel tur ti le ma khan ashan pa dai na kal don lo chu sha theina ta hian kan da ngala ma se heta a next page a hian ti hian ka da thowa in sha thiam theinan zom mai tur khania name father's name temporary address permanent address temporary address chu tu na I om na veng ania permanent hi chu khwa in nei chuan in khoming kha itil don ani ti chuan date of birth educational qualification hi ithiam na kha BSE 75% I hmua diploma in computer application Delhi University trainee pass swaka experience tu ilo tho to na kha assistant in Chitra bookstore Delhi kumni chung chon language ithiam zonga kha heng hi ti hian azota application so ti khan sei pu tin izyak thladon ni chu page shan shan a je angai chuang lawa idil na kha paragraph ina oma chumi zo chuan biodata khana zoi mei don ani kha kha izyak dan tur chu ani job application a chuan iti ve tur lo anila assignment number 1 you are Sankima 26 years old from Parmoy town Sankima ini kumza ta oma in veng chu Parmoy town ani you have seen an advertisement in Parmoy daily Parmoy Chanchin Bua Khan advertisement I hmua a local newspaper for the post of field manager at the Green Spices Company field manager na I oma chu su idil dona khoi hmuna Green Spices Company spices so me ti rim tuina spice a chi sang sang masala tipo aniang cho dania tipo ni thawa khangkha khami company khani thok dona apply for the job with complete curriculum vitae CV ti chu a short ania hi biodata contain khai lang renga word limit 150 to 200 words hi matric exam 2021 akhan a local to ani han chang ve chin te le pakhat lehi lo enila you are Samantha Roy a graduate who has taken special training for Montessori and nursery classes Samantha Roy in a graduate in a special training in a hemi Montessori and nursery class atan khan you are presently working at St. George School in pre-primary section itho na tunai tho mek na hi mentiona since this school is far away from your house commuting is a problem for you hemi itho na huni I in tangin lalutuka ti chuan kalna kha itan problem ani hence you wish to change to a nearby school chu wangin in a thona kha hnai de wa khan dili du ani chon heng am asoi sei taka soi hi ini da kha asoi ne me tu na iti tur takha engi ti ang prepare a detailed CV and a suitable covering letter in response to the advertisement given below ti chuan CV kha siamla curriculum te po khadala na kha deal ro atia advertisement aron pek angin atia chu advertisement chu essential English class 10 workbook page 46 ka ke ula khata khan sample omna lechin akhan ka soi to a iti ve tur kha advertisement a oma ka St Mary School dia kon scholarship ani ta hen requires teacher for primary and pre-primary section convent educated experienced lady teacher fluent in English and may apply in the prescribed format send your CV to the principal before 2000-xxt omai chu ipwa turania meichia tana dil turania meichia ini lo pon meiche tan idil sak dorani chu diakon scholarship tana thok turin teacher mo primary le pre-primary convent educated atia lady experienced teacher sabtong thiam taktan dil turani chu mani claim in fakpa deu khan dil na chu hanjiak te le sample en chung khan our next topic is writing a diary entry do you have a diary it's a good habit to have a diary whatever you have experienced an event or special day or the day that you want to remembered you can write in your diary it's good that you have a diary with you if you can't write every day you can write the eventful day of your life or something that you want to remember like I said when you write a diary entry you are writing about a day in the life of a real person or character so you have to write your feelings how you thought about that day the diary entry needs to sound as if the person or character has written it so it needs to be written from their point of view so you're not going to write the ideas of somebody but you're going to write your idea your view how you experience that you're going to write it it also needs to be exciting and interesting to read to get this right just follow the few easy steps so I'm going to tell you how to write to make it interesting and what are the rules that you need to follow. Diary entry. Diary is a kind of personal document. Nobody has the right to open your diary. It's a personal property, so you have to keep it. And you can share all your secrets with it. It records the individual accounts of a day of his or her life. So a boy or a girl, any person can write can have their own diary and they're going to record the day, how they spend their life. The format is on the top left, you have to write a date, day and time. And mostly you have to use simple past, present perfect and future, since what you're going to write what you have done. And first person applicable, that means since you are going to write, you're going to use the first person I. The steps is that it begins the entry with general sentence describing the day or momentary feelings. So like I said before, you're going to write what you have experienced, how you spend that day. It may be a birthday or a very exciting day or some accident that happened to you that day. You have met some new friends on that day and you're going to write how you experienced that. So there are many kinds of things. And you have to conclude with final remarks and future course of action. So you can talk about your future remarks also, how it's going to happen later and how you're going to make use of. So here is the benefit to keep a diary. Why should you keep a diary? Is it necessary to keep a diary? Yes, it's very important. It keeps your thought organized. So whatever happened to you, what you have experienced is going to be in your mind, and you're going to remember how it works or how it does not work. It's going to be organized in your mind. And it also improve your writing, or you can say it improve your writing skills. You know, you'll be expert in writing things. So it is going to help you in an exam also. If you write every time what happened to you, is going to improve so much your handwriting. Not only that, your thoughts or your creativity. It set and achieve your goal. So everybody has a future plan. So you're going to write that. Since you have written your experience or what you think about it, it helps you achieve your goal, who you're going to be, how you're going to live on. It's going to help you. And it record ideas. So whatever event that happened to you, you have written it. So you record idea, how you thought about that. Is it good for you or not? So the bad experience and the good experience, whatever happens to you, you will record that. And the other thing is that it relieves your stress. Sometimes you may be very angry or sometimes you're very happy. So you had written whatever comes to you, and that going to relieve your stress. If you're angry, just write how angry you are on your book, on your diary, and it's going to relieve you. And also it allows to self-reflect. You are going to know who you are. You're going to build your confidence also, and how you take up that situation. So it's going to help you. And also it boosts your memory. Since you have written whatever happened to you, some event or good or bad, whatever eventful day you have gone through, it's going to be in your memory. When you open back that book, you're going to remember. So it's going to boost your memory. It's going to make a good memory for you, and it inspire creativity. You may be a poet later on. You don't know who you're going to be. You may be a writer, a story writer, or a poet. So with writing the diary, you're going to be inspired. You're going to have creativity. So it's going to help you. So these are the benefits. So you have to keep your diary. It's a good habit. Not only that, it also comes in for your exam. Aware of it. You have to make use of it. Keep writing the diary. And let me give you the examples of how you're going to write in an exam. You are Michael. You happen to go to Zirna in a crowded bus from Katla on a hot summer day. Record your experience in the form of a diary entry. So you are Michael and you happen to go to the bus. Means the bus, there are so many people on the bus and it's very hot. Just imagine what you're going to experience. It's not going to be a very cool day, or it's not going to be a very happy day, but you're going to write how you feel about that situation. The first thing is you have to write the date, time, space, their diary, put another space, and this is what you have experienced. Today I had the bitterest experience of, so like I said, you're not very happy on this day. I never had such an awful experience in my life before. I had gone to Chanmari for urgent work. There were very few buses plying today, as most of them had been put on election duty. So this is the reason. Most of the bus has gone for election duty. So the bus is very less and it's very crowded. I waited for 2 hours at the bus stop to get into the bus. It was much crowded. I somehow managed to get some space for myself. It was really difficult to breathe. Just imagine on a crowded bus with so many people, it's so hot. Everyone was sweating. People were pushing each other. After journey of 2 hours, there may be traffic jam that you can add up. You can put more on this. I came out the bus and took a sigh of relief. So after you come out from the bus, a fresh air. I'll never forget this journey in my life. So you end here with good night. That's all. This is your diary. You don't need to write your address or your name, because the book is yours itself. Now let's look another example. You have visited your grandparents in the village on summer vacation. Write a diary entry giving all details on how you spent your day in the countryside. So now you're going to talk about the village, your experience, and how you spent your day on the countryside. So like I said before, write the date, the time, and the salutation. And you have to care for the space, since all the space and the format scored marks. Last week, I spent a part of my summer vacation at the countryside visiting my grandparents. So this is where you have been. My grandpa's farmhouse is quite big. It is surrounded by tall trees. The banyan trees cut off the hot ray of the sun. They keep it cool and the sun reigns supreme in the sky. So this is what happens every day. When you write the experience also, you're just putting in the present tense, because this is what happens every day. Your experience too. The paddy field and green pastures soothe the eyes. Nearby flows a small streams. On its bank stand jackfruit trees. My brother and I go there every morning and have dips in the cool water. So there is also cool water. It doesn't mention swimming pool, but you can add if you want to. The sunset lends a beautiful glow to the lonely clouds. In the afternoon, we enjoy siesta under the shade of the big banyan tree. Siesta means sleeping and resting under the big banyan tree. And there's more paragraph. My grandpa has 3 horses. Sometimes we go out for a ride on the riverside. We love to watch the moving waters of the river. I hope this activity will tempt my parents to come here and spend some time with my grandparents. No one can get bored here. So here is very interesting, and there's also creativity. You must have notice, and you put a space here and conclude with good night. So this is how you're going to write your diary entry, and you don't need to write too many or too less. Just go back to the sample and read it out, and you're going to create creativity here. You're going to have a very good habit if you follow this one. You're going to have a good habit in writing diary. And now let's go to the assignment. This is what you're going to write. You witness a road accident involving a car driven by an older man and a male youth riding a bike. So here you have witnessed, you have seen, you were there when accident happened. That is an older man and the youth riding a bike. One on older man on one side and the other a youth riding a bike. There was an accident, though no one was seriously injured. Luckily, the youth was very angry and hurled abuses at the older man. So this is what happened. There was an accident, but no one was injured. But the youth, that young boy, was shouting at the older man. See, there's no respect. He was very disrespectful. You are disturbed by what you have seen. So you were there and you have seen how that young man behaved. No shame. This is what you're going to write. Write a diary entry describing your thoughts and feelings which the incident had aroused in your absence of respect towards elders. So what you're going to write is that young man who doesn't have any manners, who just keeps shouting at the older man, showing no respect. That is what you're going to stress about it. The decline of manners and etiquette in the lives of today's youth. So that young boy has no shame. So you're going to write all about it. You can also add if you want to get involved, or you can also add if you scold that man, taking the side of the old man, whatever you have experienced, you're going to create your activity. Start writing. You have to use 100 to 150 words. And this question comes in matric exam in 2017. Now let's look at the another one which you're going to do. You are Jane for a girl and John for a boy. Today your house was caught on fire. Luckily you managed to put out the fire before it was too late. You're going to write about this. Write a diary entry describing your feelings in about 100 to 150 words. So you're going to write how your house was on fire, who started it or how it started. Or you can, to make it interesting, you can make yourself to be a hero by putting out the fire. And you can write if any people come and help you on that day, is there water or did you call for fire brigade? So make it interesting and how you have to describe how it happened. I think it's going to be very exciting, and I hope you enjoy writing your diary entry. And good luck with it, and make a good use of it. Keep writing the diary. It's going to help you as you have seen the benefit of it. And I wish you all the best. Good luck to keep your diary and keep writing. Thank you.